our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Coming to you every Monday morning here, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, bringing you a little bit of awareness through using references like Neil Donald Walsh and other things, and then allowing spirit to just take over and say whatever's got to be said. A lot of times it's pretty simplified. It's a lot of common sense with a little bit of just to give us things to work on, to bring acknowledgement. As you know, we do talk about that for the first 30 minutes of the day. Then we go on to the highlighted deck of the day, and it is or of the week. And today's is The Soul's Journeys Oracle by Rassouli. And this is a Blue Angel publication. So super excited. I will tell you what. Good morning, Keith. When I received these, I was like, oh. I open the packages and I kind of put them on the counter and I walk away and I come back and I grab them. But before I came back and grabbed them, everybody in the family was like, oh, wow, those are cool. They loved the cover. They loved the images. They all wanted to lay claim. I said, no. Good morning, Tim. So I'm really excited to highlight these and see where we go with these. So that's super, super awesome. I also want to do a big old shout out. Good morning, Miss Jessica. I know, aren't they awesome, Jessica? I want to do a big shout out to a few different things. One is Days of the Dead this weekend. I know it sounds awful, but it's not. It's a horror con. It's a horror fest with horror movies and things of that genre. And then you mix in a little bit of everything else. Good morning, Iris. So literally I want to do a huge shout out to them, to Bill who owns it. And he always does a phenomenal job. To Larry Lutz and Ingrid Lutz, who are a lot of behind the scenes. Mike and Stephanie, who truly are friends to all the stars and making sure everybody gets there safe and back to where they need to be. Try 3 Productions that comes in and does the media and provides the paranormal space for us. Just a continuation of thank you, because this is a huge event with so many hands in the pot to make it fabulous and amazing. And thank you to everybody that does that. You know, it's incredible. These big events that go on, guys, it takes a team and they tackle it. And I'm always just in awe. I'm always in awe. So that being said, let's kind of get started for the day. I want to get, oh my gosh. Hearing different songs, man. So weird. So, and it was in and out that fast. So let's start with a little bit of Neil and we'll just kind of go from there. So it's when you are in the midst of a calamity, don't forget where you came from and where both you and the other person are going. Ew. I tell you this, there is not one among you who is lost forever, nor will there ever be. For you are all in the process of becoming. You are all moving through the experience of evolution. That is what I'm up to through you. Very small words today, very small words. But I will tell you what, it was interesting because all weekend I kept thinking about the dynamics of people and what was going on and the small hints here and there of a little bit of frustration, a little bit of, you know, where's this going to go? And kind of always waiting for a ball to drop, a foot to drop, somebody to lose their top, honestly. And I was waiting for it. And I kept thinking like, oh my gosh, is this part of Monday's message? Like it was all around me. And I'm like, is this part of it? Is this Do I need to watch closer? Do I need to understand the dynamics of what's happening? And it turns out I did. And remember, guys, I don't pre-read these. I literally pop a marker in it and go on with my day. I don't have a clue what these say. And I will tell you, I had some really interesting conversations about this. Why? Because literally when you put that many personalities together, you're going to have some conflicts. You have people that don't like each other. I mean, just point blank, don't like each other, upset with each other, whatever is going on. And for myself, I was blown away that even though we had a lot of that dynamic going on, nothing ever happened. Nothing ever came about it. There was nothing but hugs at the end. And it was beautiful because I was able to sit back and truly watch how things were evolving. Okay. And I was blown away to see how things happen. Now, I know this is kind of like very general because guess who's home from school, guys? He's going to do our card pull today.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not ready for the card pull yet. So just, okay. So basically, let's start this off with, I had a conversation with somebody. And with a group of people, actually, because we were talking all about, dynamics and relationships and how people act and drama and all of this stuff. And it's always, when people bring up drama within a group of people, they're always like, why is there drama? Why do we need to have drama? Blah, blah, blah. And then they continue it with the saga of the drama. And they just keep going no matter what. It's like the drama keeps going. Instead, it's like, I was like, you know what? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I literally were looking at people going like, I tried to be friends or at least acquaintances with everybody because quite frankly, I don't care. I don't care about the drama. I don't care about all that. And like I stated, I have really good friends, best friends that are very strong figures. And other people don't like them. Other people have issues with them. And I looked at some of these people and said, I don't care that you have issues with them. I don't have an issue with them. Nor do I have an issue with you. My evolution is to say, I'm not going to worry about all this drama. I'm not going to take sides. Not only am I not going to take sides, I'm going to evolve myself above it and say, I don't care. It's not mine to hold on to. This is your personal dynamic. And that personal dynamic should really never be shared with anybody else. And we think about that and we watch the dynamic of evolution, the calamity between people. And this is what it really is. It's a calamity. How are you going to deal with another person in a situation you have going on? Are you going to stew on this? Are you going to let it go? Are you going to go talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry about it? And then complain because there's drama. Well, guess what? If you have joined the masses, your idea of dealing with a calamity is possibly not evolving from it, but to stick yourself in the mud with it. Okay? Remember, every situation we have, everything that is placed in front of you, everything is part of your growth. It's part of your evolution. It's part of how am I going to do this tomorrow? How do I want to be? How do I want to be? How do I want to go forth? Okay? And you will find if you allow yourself to evolve, if you allow yourself to take every situation you have, every person that you interact with, and look at it as an evolution of yourself, you're going to find yourself not having as many drastic changes in emotions. And what I'm talking about is what comes down to frustration. What comes down to, apparently he wants to be the host today. What comes down with frustration? What comes down with, where are you going to take yourself? Now I'm going to use myself as a reference because it's really the only one I have. And I will tell you, it's not been that many years where I used to, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. I used to be a person that when I had issues with other people, I would talk to my family about it because I'm saying I'm venting. I would talk to my friends about it because, oh my gosh, I'm getting my support. And I found that the more I talked and the more I shared, the more they fueled me to continue on with the feelings I was having. I wasn't getting resolution. I was never getting resolution. What I was getting is a fuel, a fire, adding wood and gas to what my current state was. It wasn't helping me through it. It wasn't helping me to look at something in a different light. It wasn't helping me to look at myself. So what happened? I literally said to myself, and this is probably about 10 years out, I said to myself, you know what? This isn't helping me. When I state these things and I go there, they're not helping me to feel better. I just feel like I joined a sorority and everybody's got my back. And the situation I had at hand never changed. It never grew. That issue I had with that, whatever person it was, continued. Why? Because the people I were talking to were basically telling me I was right in my feelings, in my thought process, in everything. So therefore, I never looked at any different way of doing something. So I kind of said to Spirit, because really this was in that beginning part of my journey where I went, Spirit, help me with this because I don't know what to do. I just doesn't feel right. So they switched everybody on me. And I almost felt outlawed. Because then what happened is when I had those issues and I went to my friends and I went to my family, what I got was, why are you being that way? Why are you looking at it that way? I got this opposite at me. Now I felt like the world was against me. And I thought, oh my God. So what did I do? Instead of looking at the process, then I shut down. I stopped telling anybody anything because I didn't want to hear I was wrong. But I still had no growth. Still had absolutely no growth. And I found I had more frustration. So I sat there going, which one's right? Which one's better? And what I found out was I didn't like either one because neither one of them ever gave me a sense of peace in here, growth in here, or like I was evolving, like I was maturing. I was stuck in this place that sucked. So then I found myself going, okay, what I'm going to do is when somebody has an issue, I'm going to take it in internally. And I'm going to process it. And I'm going to see how to react or not react. What am I going to do with this? And that started this evolution process. That started this, here we go. It also changed the way people were, how I interacted when people came to me with their drama. Because trust me, even though you stop going to people, it doesn't mean they don't stop coming to you. And what I found was when people came to me with their drama, what I do, instead of supporting it or not supporting it, I would go, well, I wonder what they were feeling. I wonder what brought them to this conclusion. I wonder if you would have said this. And I started to see my own process of growth happen. Now, they didn't like it. They didn't like, trust me, nobody likes it when they come to you and go, da, 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 da. The last thing they want to hear is I can't even say the word, a philosophical way of thinking. Nobody wants that. But it's how the brain starts to think. It's how the growth starts. Because then you start having those thoughts prior to the engagements. Because it really starts to slow it down. It starts to change how you start to think. It starts to change how you start to act towards people. And that in itself is the evolution. That is where you're going almost not quite from a place of love, but a place where you're starting to go, I want to grow. I want to experience. I want less frustration in myself. And then I found that even though I was doing all this, and I thought I was doing great, I thought I was doing amazing. But what I found is I was still venting. I was still talking. I was still doing all that, but I was doing it. Good morning, Courtney. I was doing it in a different way in my mind because I was finding very select people to talk to. And I was doing it in a way that I thought I was above myself. I was giving this and giving that and blah, blah, blah. Like I was talking out my process. And you know what I found out? That person said to me, I'm glad I get to watch your drama. And it made me think. It truly, truly made me think. Yeah, I was still playing drama. I rewrote how I talked about it, but I was still playing in the drama. And honestly, to this day, I don't know if I'll ever be able to totally escape drama. Because when you tell the stories of what was going on, if you just say it factually, it kind of sucks. Why talk about it? Saying stuff possibly from a loving heart is maybe a better way of doing it. Understanding that really how you interact with somebody comes from here. And what I mean by that is I had the opportunity of not that many weekends ago to see dynamics of a lot of different people I know in a setting and not really particularly accepting of each person and how they were acting or what they were doing. And I stood there and I talked to somebody about it because I knew this was a person I could go and have a conversation with that would go, yeah, I know, and support me in my feeling, but yet coming up to the edge of the road, but not going over it. And he said to me, she's always going to be that way. Doesn't matter where you put her in the room. Doesn't matter what you say or don't say. Doesn't matter what happens because it's all happened. You either accept her and love her for who she is, or you walk away. Because my frustration is mine. It's not hers. It's not anybody else. It's mine. And I literally looked at it and I went, wow, that truly is when the calamity starts, when that issue happens. It's not somebody else. It's my frustration. It's you are not living up to my expectations. And where is it my place to put expectations on somebody else and how they act or how they think or how they talk? It's not mine. What they do is truly none of my business. And honestly, when I started to break it down and started to realize, wait a second, this person is beautiful in everything they do. Just because you add in this, that's their life. It's not mine. And it really brought me up. It brought me up to more recent times because I thought, wow, what a beautiful way for myself to start to see people in a different light, to go, you know what? I love you and I accept you. And I have no right to try to change you. I have no right. And by changing you, it's my frustration with you. It's I'm not going to deal with you if you're this way. All of that is me trying to manipulate somebody else or create issues when it's not my place to do that. My place is, in my life, to just love you as a person. And I know everybody's like, oh my God, no. And that's every individual. Because then I found myself scrolling through Facebook and seeing things and possibly seeing things I didn't like and going, you know what? I just love them. Look at them. And it was like, I didn't look at the action because I could care less about it anymore. Instead, I went, oh my God, I love the fact that you can put yourself out that way. I love the fact how beautiful you are. started to change how I view people. It started to change how I'm looking at things. It started to change my actions, my reactions, my thought processes. And it brought me into more recent readings. And it blew me away because I had no clue. And I should know this. I teach this, I talk about it, I drive it down that you and how you are in your evolutions and your life is your library. But I was still blown away because what I found as my readings have continued over the last weeks, what I'm seeing is people going, oh, this person just frustrates me and I'm coming to you because I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to get it done. How is my life going to change? And I'm seeing conversations are happening. I'm going, whoa. I'm seeing a situation where this dynamic is happening. You're very frustrated with this person. Like, oh my God, they're killing me. And I said, but you're asking them to do something you're not capable of. And they're going, oh my God, you're right. You're right. So your interactions, or you're placing something on somebody else that they can't do, but you want them to do it. You want to change them because you think they're capable of it, creating frustration for yourself. Change your thoughts, change your patterns. Every interaction you have with anybody has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with you. How are you going to act? How are you going to react? How are you going to look at something? How are you going to have a conversation with somebody? Now, we always say it. Let's take it into the, oh my God, political house. Let's take it there, because what is the one thing you hear? So many people say, I will talk about everything, but I'm not going to talk about politics because it's always a fight. Why is it a fight? Because everybody is always trying to sell their point of view and get everybody on board with their point of view. Now, I will tell you, great letters, buddy.
What that says?
It says,
What happens I change?
if you change a view, it'll change something else. So what if you had a conversation with somebody about politics and you were very strong one way and they were very strong the other way, and you took out all the feelings on it and you just said, you know what? How about we have a beautiful conversation without trying to sell our political party? We're just going to come up with our thoughts and our feelings on our own. That's it. That's it. You're not going to have a strong emotion towards theirs.
You know what this says?
Nyapoa.
Napua?
Nyapoa. I think. I don't know what language you got me speaking, but there you go.
No English.
Okay.
It's going to be English.
It's going to be English. Awesome. So spell dad. So when you look at it, duh. So, duh. Duh.
Dad.
There you go. Spell it. So when we're looking at it, wouldn't it be beautiful to sit down and have a conversation over politics or religion?
How do you make a duh?
And be able to state your thoughts, your feelings, and to have the other person look at you very calmly and go, oh my God, thank you for sharing that with me. I've never seen it that way before. I don't know if it really changes my viewpoint, but I really enjoy the fact that I got to see and understand how you're seeing it and how you're understanding it, and I can accept that for you. It doesn't change my thoughts. So let me talk to you about how I see mine. And not that I want to sell you on my person or my party. I just want to help you to understand how I feel or how I see something, but I don't expect you to change your views. Now I'm going to tell you, if you could have that interaction and have a beautiful conversation of acceptance of somebody else, of how they are, Would that not take out the frustration? Would that not take out your frustration? Would that not just X that out? And wouldn't you be able to come to the party and go, wow, that's pretty cool. I see that. I see that. It would evolve your interactions. It would evolve how you look. That's an M or it's a bird? Oh, it's a V. I got it. That's a V for Virgo.
I'm going to ask Maury. I would say, and he's going to say,
Okay.
But it's going to go like this. Curve.
Okay. I think if we looked at that and we start to look at our own personal involvement and start to evolve to a place that I don't want to change somebody else, but I want to grow myself. I want to have a deeper understanding of me. Hello, help. I want to have a deeper growth within myself, a deeper understanding of me. I want to be able to go to this place where I get that everybody's different. And I understand everybody's different. And I completely understand that not everybody's going to be on board with me. But that I can have amazing conversations and amazing growth. And to laugh and jokingly have the best time with somebody. And they don't have to worry about hiding who they are or holding back part of themselves because I may not agree with them or they may think I want to change them or change their way of thinking.
What this one is?
See, my own throat goes. It's a good job, buddy. So I want you this week, hopefully I've explained this well enough, that this week you can go through this week and think about your interactions with people. And think about how you personally are interacting. Not them, but you.
You know what this one is?
It's an arrow, baby. I wonder how it would change you if for 1 week, when you had conversations with somebody,
What's that?
if you did not try to change their thoughts, change their way of being, become frustrated and not become frustrated in here because they are not what you think it should be. I wonder how that would evolve you. If after 1 week, would you feel less frustration? Would you feel less anger? Would you find more love within yourself, more understanding, more growth? Because, maybe just possibly, if you walk to the edge of that line very neutral and stayed neutral, possibly learn something. And not to sway you one way or another, because nothing's ever going to sway you. But just to learn, to grow, to become a better human being, a more evolved soul. Because isn't that what we're supposed to be doing at the end of the day? Aren't we supposed to be becoming just better than we were yesterday?
I know what this is.
I have no clue. A seesaw? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that sign is, but very good drawings, buddy. So this week, I want you to work on that. This week, I want you to walk up to the edges of all those conversations, all of those interactions, not expecting anything and not trying to put your stuff on somebody else. And I'm wondering how you're going to feel at the end. And I'm wondering after a couple of weeks possibly of doing it, if you start to grow yourself, start to evolve, start to change. Because that's what it's about. You came from the soul, guys. You came from the source. You came from love. And whether you have faith or not, or belief or not, you're going back to it. So finding a little bit more of it while we're here.
What's this one?
And interacting a little bit more when we're here.
No, what's this one?
It's going to help you work through a lot of these issues. So hopefully this week you can do that. With that being said, him and I, we're going to come back. What are we doing when we get done? When we come back?
Card pull.
Toot, toot. We're doing the card pull, guys.
No, what this one is?
It's another astrological sign. We'll have to ask everybody else. What do you think?
Ask if you know this. Just
see you guys in a few, guys.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the yellow brick road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.
Explore your path to higher consciousness with Kelly Wagner. Meet Kelly Wagner, a visionary founding member of the Community for Higher Consciousness, ready to illuminate your way and empower you to live your best life. With her unique set of tools as a knower and seer, Kelly goes beyond surface-level problems, uncovering the why behind your challenges. She fearlessly asks the questions that lead to the ultimate truth. Kelly's insatiable tenacity ensures that you receive top-notch creative solutions. Brace yourself for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as Kelly taps into her innate gifts, guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. As a psychic medium Reiki practitioner, co-host of the Being Curious Show, publisher of Edge Magazine, and master connector, Kelly's transformative approach creates win-win partnerships here, there, and everywhere. Let Kelly ignite your potential. Contact Kelly at edgemagazine.net and step towards a life aligned with higher consciousness. Discover more at you'vegotkelly.com.
Okay, guys, while we're gone, Dawson opened the package because he wanted to take his time, so he didn't rip it this time. So we wanted to show you that it was just opened.
because I didn't want to scratch it for you guys. Because some last year I actually scratched the box.
And that's okay because we learn and grow, huh? Yeah, it takes time.
I used to be
5.
now I'm 6.
Yeah, you're doing better now, huh? Yeah. So should we read the box?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the Soul's Journey Oracle by Practical Epiphany from Personal Growth, Rassouli, again, Blue Angel. It says, imagination, transformation, and revelation. Open your heart to the mysterious beauty of this oracle to seed and grow radiant contentment as you realize your unique destiny. Rassouli's enchanted messages, mantras, and artwork are interlaced with love, wisdom, and inspiration to nurture, guide, and uplift your soul. Turn to the wonders of the divine creativity and practical epiphany to light up the dreams, treasures, secrets, and possibilities of your soul's journey. Oracles speak to us through metaphor and magic. We connect with them through our imaginations. In creating this deck, I surrender to my inner calling to allow divine wisdom to speak directly to every open heart. Rassouli. So this does have 44 cards, 120-page full color guidebook. Oh my God, I'm super excited.
It's just me, guys, because my sister doesn't want me to do it.
It's green.
It's green. There's the book.
There's the paper. Should we look at the book?
Yeah.
Let's look at the book.
We
Show them
always-
the book. Another green. Love the color though.
This is the first page I
Oh, look at that.
That's cool, but I never hold the book one time. This is the
Can you show them more pages?
I can't. They're all gone.
Well, how about we get into this part? Just go like this. Oh, loop. Oh. Well, you can show them.
This is the Nagin, I think.
Mhm.
What's the Nagin?
It's got colors.
Got colors. I like those.
We like the colors, don't we?
Agree.
Wish it was a little bit bigger, but we'll take it because it's in
Oh!
color.
Yeah.
Oh. Very cool, huh? Can you sit over here again? So we like the book, don't we? So what's the book got on it? It's got, let me see the book for a second. The book has got the card, obviously in color. It's got what the card means. It does have some write-up on there, and it's got the mantra. I like it. It also has mantras, so that's super awesome.
Wait.
We like the book. Okay, get over here.
The
Mantras.
I think this one is. We ever got to this one?
We've never opened this before.
Okay, guys, this is the first page we never saw.
Yep.
But this one, I think, is the Nacha. I just read it, and it says Nacha, I think. I'll bring this up.
I love that for you, Iris. I love it. Just was reading it while he was talking. So we're going to do our 5-card stud now. I know that's LL. Okay, Dawson, we got to do this now. Ah, buddy. Got to keep you on task.
Hey, guys, I need to sit on the counter.
Yeah. So 5-card stud. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Sir Dawson here is going to pick the cards, and then I'm going to read each card individually.
Yeah.
Your job. And then when we get done reading the cards individually, I'm going to read them as a whole. You will get to pick your number 1 through 5. You can pick 1 number, 2 number, all the numbers. You can wait till I do the very end, or whatever you feel like doing. Now, if you're really brave at heart,
that's the easiest one.
If you have brave at heart and you have lots of issues, write down all your issues, put numbers next to them, and then we can. You will have your little bit of guidance. Huh? You want to grab Jeff?
Wait, guys, I need to go get something because she made the.
Okay, I'm going to start the first one, okay? While you do that. Okay, guys, he's got a critter he wants to show you. So when he's gone, I'm going to start the 5-card stud, and he will come back with his critter to show you. And then I'm sure he'll take over cards from then. So the first card, express your emotions, speak from your heart, and be free. Wow. Pretty cool, huh? I love this. It's gorgeous. I love this card. When you were looking at this card, not only is it a beautiful card, the artistry, oh my God, it's flowing. It's beautiful. It's got so much going on in there. Now, when it says express your emotions, speak from your heart, and be free, it is saying to kind of come in here, define yourself in a way that you can speak honestly. Now, that does not mean imposing your emotions on somebody else. It's just speaking your emotions. It's opening your throat chakra. It's a release in the flow of energy. What it is that you've been a person that you've been holding back. You've been holding on. You've been holding in here, and it's building stuff up. We no longer want to do that. If you pick card number 1, what it's about is you starting to release yourself from the binds of your own emotions and realize you can let those emotions out without impacting other people in a positive or negative way, but to speak your truth honestly and openly. Where is Sean?
Guys, this is Jeff right here. He been pretty. She wanted a snake one time, but my sister wanted a snake. But Mom wanted a.
You got it, Jeff. Want to pick the next card?
Sure.
Right here. Pick a card.
You gotta pick it easy.
You got that one? Okay. The next one. Don't give up. Follow your vision boldly. Follow your vision boldly. How amazing is that card? How amazing is that card? Looking at this. So often when we don't get where we want to go, what we do is we quit. We quit and we go, okay, this isn't working. We're going to rethink it because it's got to be something. Okay. And a lot of times we give up on our dream. We give up on our ambitions. We give up on that idea and that goal that we want. So what we have to do is really kind of stop and go, wait a second. And this is what this card is. It's don't give up. Keep going. You're almost there. You're right around the corner. Okay. You might have to tweak things, but don't give up. It just means that somebody hasn't picked it up yet. You're not quite to the finish line. You might be getting frustrated. You might be getting tired. You might be going, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But seriously, you can. It just means it has to tweak a little bit. That's all. Next card, Dawson.
Okay.
Where are you at?
Just sit down here.
Pick a card. Still boys all over the place today. Whoa.
Here's one.
Here's one. Thank you.
Okay, just
The card he put, coping with grief, turn loss into gain. Ooh, is that not a card? Look at that card. You've got this beautiful, beautiful creature. Almost looks like a fairy down there going, oh my God, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like I'm failing, I'm grieving, I'm hurting. It's a loss. If you pick card number 3, you've had loss. You've had a lot of loss. You're hurt and you're going, oh my gosh, how can I go any further? How can I do this? I can't do this. I quit. It isn't about doing that. When we have loss, when we have grief, it's about stopping for a moment, going through that grief process and then coming back out. Why? Because with every loss, there is a lot of gain. You cannot build a house where a house is already at. Doesn't mean build next door to the house. It means sometimes you have to tear down the house. Sometimes you just have to tear down some walls. That loss is also your gain. Start to look at loss as a positive, not a negative, and be able to push through that. So that's card number 3. Okay, Dawson, pick the next card.
we got there.
Oh, Dawson, just pick a card, and then you can come up. Is that your next one? Thank you. Virtue of humility. Control your ego. Embody modesty. Embody modesty. And another, these imageries is spectacular. Now, when we're looking at this is exactly what we've been talking about all day. If you pick card number 4, you're really trying to gain. You're trying to push forward. You don't know how to do it. And you've tried it all. You have been pushing and pushing and pushing, fighting, controlling, doing everything you can, and getting absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. If you pick card number 4, this card is really telling you to hold back, pull back, give up the ego, guys. Ego really is a contraction, is a combination of all your belief system, all your way of doing it. It says, let it go. Throw that baby out the door. Look at things in a way that is very,
I didn't win. We're doing
without ego. You're looking at doing this without ego. You're looking at a whole. Okay. That's how you're going to push forward. That's how you're going to win this race, is giving up the ego. Stop to trying to make something happen. Stop trying to force something to happen and allow it to come to you. Last one, Dawson.
This one.
Pick one.
This is the last one.
Last card.
I'm gonna pick the bottom one. I'm gonna pick
Okay.
the bottom one.
He wants to pick the bottom one. The bottom one. Manage your time. Value your most precious asset. Oh my God, is that not phenomenal? I love this one. I love it. Manage your time, your most valuable asset. A lot of people don't realize that time is their most valuable asset. It's really all you've got. It's the only thing that you can own. You can, believe it or not, you can speed up time. You can slow down time. You can manipulate time. When you start to realize that you can manipulate time and you can manage your time, you're not going to believe how much better your life is going to be. And when I state this, look at your life. How many times have you been doing stuff and going, oh my God, it feels like this day has been 100 days and I got so much done. Or said, oh my God, where'd my day go? It just flew by. Start to manage your time. Start to really look at what you're wasting time on and what you're not wasting time on, and start to go forward. This is going to be the biggest thing for you. So Start to manage your time, guys. Start to look at, this isn't prioritizing things. This is really looking at things and saying, how much time do I want to put into this? And then go forward. So card number 1 is express your emotions. Card number 2 is don't give up. 3 was coping with grief. 4 was virtue of humility. And 5 was manage your time. Now, when I'm honestly looking at this, this is really kind of showing you that we're kind of building upon other weeks. And what we're looking at is this is kind of you coming forward saying, how can I go forward? How can I look at going forward, doing what I want to do? Chill out, buddy. How can I go forward and how can I do what I want to do? How do I make that happen? And this really is just kind of looking at it going, okay, you know, it's pulling yourself. Adeline, Dawson, stop. It's about
behind you.
I wasn't going to go back anyway, so stop. Let me see. So this week is really about kind of pushing inward and going, hey, you know, I want to do things. There's things I've been wanting to get done. I haven't really been going very far with it. This is your week to really figure out how to push forward. Okay. With that, it is really kind of getting in here and going, okay, how do I feel about this? How am I going to do this? Is this what I want? Is this not what I want? Do I want to continue this? I do feel like it's a good thing to continue. I won't even lie. It feels like it's a good thing to continue, but it does feel like you need to tweak some things a little bit. But going forward, you know, look at it. That you're in a process this week of going, hey, you know, what have I learned? What have I not learned? Where have I kind of failed at this? And where have I made gains at this? Okay. And that's okay, because everywhere you think you failed, you really didn't fail, because there is no wrong decisions. There's no failure in this. There's only growth in this. Just make sure you're kind of bringing yourself back together into the process, realizing why you really are doing this in the first place, and then attack it again, go back at it again. But realize this is on your time. This is on your dime. This is the way you're going to go forward with this, guys. This week's all about you. It's about you looking at your situations and how you're going to move through it. Realize that you cannot force a situation. You cannot force something to happen, but you can allow yourself to move through it gracefully. I like these cards. I like these cards. I like these cards more for a one card draw. I like these for inspiration. I like these to go, I can't figure out what's going on in here. I don't know how to move forward. I love this. And this is how we use these cards. These cards I would use every day. I would put them in a bowl. I would yank one every day. What the heck's going on? If I have an issue, I would yank it. I yank a card. These would become my daily pulls, my daily everything. To do a spread, you can. I really think these are more, exactly what he used them for. Inspirational growth, evolution. Honestly, how do I cope with this? How do I deal with this? How do I grow from this? How do I push through this? And that's how I would use these cards, guys. Quite honestly, that's how I would do it. So with that being said, let's go to where I am this week. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not. And I love that. I love that, because honestly, it's not that I have a weekend off, guys. It's not that I have a weekend off. It's not that I have a day off. I'm just nowhere in particular. I'm not running around someplace in this country this weekend. It's a much needed break. With that being said, my books are still open, guys. My books are still open. I am still scheduling readings. Those books are open. There's some spots left this week. I am taking Saturday off completely, just so everybody knows. I'm going to go spend the day with a friend, and then a birthday party that night for another friend. But I do have my schedule open, and it's open for the next couple of weeks. The next event thing I have going on, I want to start talking about it now, is I will be at Old Baraboo Inn in Baraboo, Wisconsin. They have a personal one-on-one reader there. But I'm not that person this time. I'm not doing one-on-one readings there this time. I'm doing a gallery. I'm doing a group reading. It is a limited ticket, guys. It is a limited ticket. You can go to my Facebook, Bear, and find that. The newsletter will be going out for that very shortly. So if you're on my emailing list, you can find that on that. If you're not on my emailing list, go to my website, DeEtte.us, and literally sign up to be on my emails. We'll put you in there. You'll find out where I'm at. But this is very much a limited ticket type situation. It's right before Christmas. It is the Grinch celebration. So we're doing all Grinch theme. I have no clue what I'm going to do for this. Apparently green tights. I don't know. But we're going to have a lot of fun. And I do believe that's an afternoon. It's right before the Packer games, guys. So if you are a Packer fan, if you liked the football scene, we're doing it right before the Packer game so that I am done and everybody can get back to their TVs in time for that. Going through the holiday season is a little bit slower, but that's okay. We are still selling out. We're not selling out. We're still selling the gift certificates, giving a gift of a message of guidance, or just to give a gift to talk to a loved one again, have some closure, have just that warm dose of love is always a beautiful way to go for Christmas. So you can also send a message to me going, hey, I want one of those gift certificates. And you know what? We make that happen. With that being said, guys, you have a phenomenal week. Hopefully you work on yourselves, work on those communications, and work on those interactions with people. Hopefully you find a lot less frustration, a lot more love, a lot more growth, and just being a better all-around you. You guys have a great day, great week. We'll see you again. This has been DeEtte on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.